carefully separates our needs from our wants and know exactly what we need to both survive and thrive. You may think you need something else, but God knows what you need even before you even ask him. You know, I used to give a laundry list to God and say, God, this is how I want it to happen. I'm still going to do what you asked me because I respect that, but I want you to do this as well. So you check my list, I'm going to check your list. It don't work like that, my brothers and sisters. I tried to for a little while. I did. I'm going to be honest with you. But it didn't work. We know that we need food and clothing and shelter at the offset, yes, but beyond that, we need health care and emotional support. The scripture indicates that God sees the need of even the most ordinary person. You see, a widow woman who struggled to provide for their family saw God met her need by giving her what she needed on a daily basis. You see, Christ saw the healthcare need of a man sitting at the pool for 38 years and provided it for him. The apostle saw a lame man at the temple gate and answered his plea by saying, silver and gold have I none, but such as I have thee, I give I thee. Mary and Martha, the scripture says, grieved over the loss of Lazarus. And we see Jesus responding to their need in a unique and powerful way. The preponderance of scripture teaches that God sees the need of every believer. Even when you think that God is silent, but he's silent for a reason. You see, whether our needs are financial, involved in the payment of loans, meeting daily demands, or just making ends meet, or keeping our minds sane, God will meet your need. God sees our needs, my brothers and sisters. This should be a reason for hope for every believer, because we know that our individual situation is not unnoticed by our Heavenly Father. Therefore, the songwriter asks the question, why should I be discouraged? Why should the shadows come? Why should my heart be lonely and long for heaven's home? For Jesus is my portion. A constant friend is he. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. Oh, my brothers and sisters, you have to know that no matter what's going on in your life, no matter what's transpiring, no matter if family is trying to bring you down, God sees and is watching over you. The second thing that we know that from this text, that God sees our faith. He knows those who trust him and believe in him. While the world may laugh at the man who constantly says, the Lord will make a way, God does not laugh. He sees that man or woman and responds accordingly. You know when all hell is breaking loose in your life and you call on your girlfriend to hopefully give you some words of encouragement, but they still trying to put mess in the situation. And you telling them that I don't care what they doing to me, I'm going to give them to God, and I just know that the Lord will provide for me. And they still trying to stir up a strife. I'll tell you right now, respectfully, hang up that phone. I don't care if they've been your girlfriend or a friend for 30 years. You have to be in a place where you're hearing the voice of God. And anything else, you just need to block it out. You see, faith believes that God can act if he chooses, despite the impossibility of a situation. We do not know, but we believe he can. Jesus has often noticed people with such faith. In the scriptures, a widow woman with an issue of blood for 12 years had a little chance of making it through the crowd to see him. But she believed that if she could just touch the hem of his garment, that she would be made whole. You see, Jesus noticed her in Matthew 9:22 and says her faith has made her whole. Another woman of a different race came to Jesus asking help for her daughter. She knew that the odds were against getting a Jew to help a nameless woman of Tyre of Sidon. were great, but she chose to do so anyhow. Matthew 15:28 tells us, Jesus noticed her faith and said, "O woman, be it unto you even as thou wilt." Many times I have read bumper stickers on cars and billboards to keep the faith. Though times maybe get difficult in our lives, we must keep the faith. The things that are happening all in our communities, murders and things of injustice is happening all